I figure I set the cruising music for this one. Oh, yeah. We back for another episode. A Coach E game for all seasons, y'all. I want to welcome y'all to another one. Yeah. Okay. Now we back to business for real. Welcome to another episode of Coach E game for all seasons. With your boy, Coach E, local neighborhood high school football coach, strength coach, Twinsburg High School football program, local neighborhood high school basketball coach, local neighborhood high school track coach. Also, most importantly, co-CEO El Presidente at Perfect Time Fitness and Meal Prep head trainer at Perfect Time Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, email this show so you can get in on the banter, as we call it. You can reach us at gameforallseasons@gmail.com. You can also watch this episode and every other episode and every other piece of content we got on Coach E's YouTube channel. Type in Coach E Game for All Seasons. It will pop up. Go ahead, get your search on. Enjoy yourself. Good entertainment. Also, download this wherever you get your podcast from. Hit the button, arrow, whatever you got to do to make it happen. Make it happen. Either way it go. I got the business out the way. Now we get to the show. I got 3 assistant coaches that do this with me on the left and my right and in the middle. At the right, bottom, left, right is Zen. What up, left, bottom, right, center?
What's going on, Coach E? So, this time, B, I kept my mouth shut this time when he played the music because last time I got in trouble.
Hey, you got hit with a fine.
Yeah, I got hit with a fine the last time. So, but yeah, hey, I just wanted, football is in the air. College football started this past weekend, and we lost a great, not to life, but as far as our college football experience goes, in Lee Corso. So, man, it was hard watching it, seeing his last episode. Man, I don't even like shed tears or nothing like that, but I got a little emotional. No tears, no waterworks or nothing like that, but I was like, dang, man, all the good times, man, all the good times. So, not so fast, my friend. Man, you going to live on forever with me, man. So, that's all I got to say to start things off. But what's good, fellas?
Corso
Who you
going.
talking about?
Lee Corso.
Oh, see, here we go.
Yeah, man, you gotta explain for the folks who don't know this inside code. y'all
AKA
got,
you.
Hmm.
You the only one in this room that don't know what he talking
Yeah, in
about.
this room, but we cater to the Oprah Winfrey watchers, so too, you gotta explain for them, man. Me and the Oprah folks. Come on, man. What we talking about here? A little elaboration.
So there's a pregame show called College Game Day that comes on ESPN every Saturday morning. So it gets you ready for college football. And Lee Corso is was a part of that since the 1990s. So he did his last show. The last couple of years he started to slow down and it became noticeable. So they had to, cut the cord on that one. And so you can see like he's still sharp and everything, and he still have his wherewithal when it comes to the game of football, but he's gotten a lot slower though. So, and his like the boom in his voice has left him. So yeah, so it was I hate to see that one go. Pat McAfee is gonna step in, do his thing, and usher in the next generation to college to college game day. But yeah, Lee Corso though, one of those things that, like I say, when football was a religion, college football was a religion for me. Every Saturday, that was part of my first thing. Get up, turn on ESPN, watch Lee Corso and all his hijinks, and it was entertainment, pure entertainment. So yeah, so that's it in a nutshell for you, B.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah, those are those like what you call them, like timestamp marks. In it's like you said, we getting older.
Yeah,
yeah.
It kind of sets a place for that when you start to see stuff like that start to leave and start to go. It's like, dang, I am getting older.
Yes, yes, indeed.
In the middle, we got the getting older guy that is light skinned crew nation people. What's up, Ricky P? Light skin getting old.
What's up, man? Put me in, coach, man. It was I got a chance to watch some, a little football this weekend, but it was heavy basketball for me, man. My son had a combine that they have down here, and he was showing out. He was down there cooking, man, playing pretty well. And it's just cool to see him. He worked hard and start to see his game develop, and just the confidence part. It was sometimes where we would have talks about, hey man, you belong in the gym with these people, and now just to kind of see him step in and take the reins and, kind of really push himself forward without having to be talked to on the court and stuff like that. So little grow up moments, man. Grow up moment this weekend.
Yeah, he sent over the clips and everything, and I was like, he looked like a little D-Lo to me. I was like, looking like a little D'Angelo Russell out there with off the pick and roll, step back jumpers. I was like, okay.
He got a shot. It looked good too. And when that shot going, man, because now everybody if it get going, now they try to run out on him, and he can get off the dribble and pull up if he got help. If his shot going, it's over.
So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he keeps sending those clips, man.
I will.
Hey, quick question with that though. Do you see the strength coming in, like him getting stronger and him using his body like more? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in the middle of the game?
and it'll be like a lot of because he can guard. I say 4-through-1, like a true big man. Like we grew up with. If he can't, he can put him a little weight on him, but see him pushing people out the lane or driving to the lane and get hit, but not fall off. That's the biggest difference when he plays 17U. Like skill wise, he'll be fine out there, but he go to that lane, he getting pushed. But and I'm saying maybe definitely this time next year he'll be dunking off 2 feet with one hand. Like he can. That's the biggest jump I've seen him with. Is just his explosiveness. And
getting the monkeys together.
Yep. I kind of, you got to put your hands on him every once in a while. I'm putting you on wrestle with your kid. Let him know. And he's, it was like, oh, okay, hold up. Now you got a little sturdiness to you here. Okay, hold on. So,
now let me put my full strength on you now, boy.
let me get grown man on you.
Right. I tried to go in the door 80, but you making me go to 90, boy. On the right-hand side, Mr. Taboo Timmy Jones, a.k.a. Don't Know Lee Corso. What's up, Don't Know Lee Corso, Taboo Timmy Jones?
Yeah, I didn't, man. Well, what's up, man? I'm out of breath. Wife yelling downstairs like something killing her. She's like, help me, help me. So that's why I just ran away. Man, it was a spider. Wasn't even a big spider.
Damn.
She's like, it's a big spider. It's a shadow on the wall. I'm looking, I'm like, that little thing. Exactly. Man. But yo, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Why? Because we having a party on Sunday. Cleveland Browns home opener. We gonna get the dub. I know we gonna talk about it. My birthday, Virgo time, September 7th, 78. You know what I'm saying? It's just exciting. It's a lot to be excited about. But the most important thing I'm excited about, more than my birthday and the Browns winning and having a great season, is I found out Jake Paul, the Legend Destroyer, is gonna play whack-a-mole on the tape. On the tank. It's not your boy, but your favorite grown ass man, Mr. Taboo Timmons. I can't wait. What's up, fellas?
Hey, did y'all just hear what he said? He turning 78. Lee Corso ain't the only one that's getting old as hell. God dog.
I feel 78. Yeah, man, run up them steps. I feel 78. You just do them little juke moves. They slowing down. Man, I was over here still trying to catch my breath.
See that, America? Never fall off. You ain't got to get back on. Also, that is Ari's birthday too. Byron and Ari share the same birthday. So
Virgo!
We will be partying with Ari at the same time.
That season. I'm pumped.
We do
My fault, fellas.
Oh, no, you good. We do got a special guest in his house, a returning bachelor no more. Sorry, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad. Returning, reoccurring guest so many times. He was on the phone call with us the other week, but now he here in the spirit. What up, Huddy Hood?
What's going on, fellas? First, let me apologize. I'm having a little issues with my throat, so if my voice kind of goes in and out, bear with me. But I'm happy to be here. And Zen, man, I feel you on the Lee Corso thing. I'm a major college football fan, and I'm gonna miss that guy. I really look forward to seeing what headgear he was gonna put on every week and watching the show, watching Desmond. You know what I'm saying? Des actually came to town probably about 4 years ago. We sat down and had a discussion about the show and stuff, and it was pretty cool. But it's tough when you lose like icons of the game. Like I miss Brent Musburger calling games. I miss Keith Jackson.
Vern
You know what I'm
Lundquist.
saying? Vern Lundquist, right? I miss
My
those
man,
Oh,
voices.
Nelly.
Yeah, I miss those voices, and now that's just another voice that's gonna be gone. Like you said, that's a timestamp on us. We're getting old, and now it's Kirk Herbstreit and that other guy.
Chris Fowler, yeah.
Chris Fowler, yeah.
The other
Yeah.
guy.
I'm not a big
So-
Fowler fan, but it's
The
cool.
other guy's crazy.
I'm a Gus Johnson guy. Gus is my guy. That's my guy, Gus.
Yeah.
Am I the only Pat McAfee fan here? Y'all don't mess with McAfee?
Not. He's okay. I mean, I don't dislike him, but he's okay.
Oh.
He's cool. He's cool.
Man, I think he gonna bring a lot of life to the show. Well, he been doing it.
Wait, hey,
Bringing-
you can't get more life. Lee Corso was about damn near dead. So I was wondering, like, why they keep dragging this old man out here every week. And Kirk Herbstreit literally almost like a puppet had him on his lap, moving his mouth for him when he was talking.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, man.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look, I try to give him, throw some flowers his way, and look at y'all, man. Just take him, step on him, man. Just
Mud
step
on his
my
grave.
little flowers I was trying to give my man.
Man,
Well, since we stepping on the flowers, I hope he don't die, because you know how it always go. Whenever they stop doing what was keeping him alive for so long, they just go like real quick. I hope that ain't the case for him. So since we stepping on the
Byron.
flowers,
Hey,
What
Byron.
up?
You know who Burt Reynolds is?
Yeah, I know Burt Reynolds.
No, I'm just saying. I'm gonna give you a little fun
Smokey and the
fact.
Bandit. Yeah.
Lee Corso played football in college with Burt Reynolds at Florida State. They were roommates.
Wow, really?
Mhm.
Yep.
In the movie or for real? Didn't
No,
he
in real
play
life.
in, Longest Yard? Oh, okay.
No, in real life, Burt Reynolds played for Florida State. You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he played
I
for
did
Florida
not.
State. Mhm.
Byron is a college football hater. He ain't gonna know nothing.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I caught a little old state in Texas. I was disappointed though. I was like, man, what is this? I know we gonna talk about it, but yeah, I was disappointed. I thought I was gonna see more. I was like, what is this? What is this shit? But
Well-
yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
You know what I was disappointed in? And Hud, you can vouch for this. I was very disappointed in not beating the Little B 52-0. We gave them so many opportunities. But let me go ahead and phrase what I'm talking about. Twinsburg High School just played my alma mater, me and Rick, last Friday. Bedford High School, the Little B, I got so many calls. I got so many texts, was talking trash, got so many answers on the Facebook page after I posted a clip from the past episode talking about it, and they want to get all personal and take everything to heart and get all aggravated and take things to the heart and be like, oh, why you got to say that about your alma mater? I can't believe you training on your alma mater. Shut the hell up and take the ass whooping, y'all. Lucky it wasn't as bad as we wanted it to be, because y'all was getting lucky as hell. I promise they was getting lucky as hell. Rick.
Oh yeah. They what? 2 scoop and scores. That's the only way they score. Our running back fumbled, they scooped and score, and our quarterback got hit in the back. He fumbled, they scooped and score. Other than that, it would have been 50-something.
Oh wow.
For real. And
Yeah.
do you know how many total yardage they had on the offensive side, Rick?
Total? How much?
-40.
How much?
What?
Negative.
-40. And they threw 4 picks.
The defense
How
was
you
lights
score
out Friday
16
night.
points with -40?
They
Good.
scoop and score on the fumbles. The offense,
Yeah.
we fumbled. They picked it up and scored twice.
Okay. God
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah.
Twice. And they hit
Wow.
both 2-point conversions. So that made it even
Yep.
worse. But they could
mercy
not
rule.
move the ball. They were horrible. The new coaches don't know none of y'all. Step your game up. Yes, I'm saying all of this stuff, and I will continue to say more, because I will continue to get contacted by all you people out there that want to get all in your feelings. You know who you are. You're lucky I don't put your name on wax, because I do love you at the end of the day. You know who I'm talking to. I don't want to do you like that. But Don't call me and don't text me getting all personal and saying all that. I can't believe you doing this and saying all this. It's the little B. Since I ain't there no more, it will always be the little B until they grow up and be competitive in anything that they do and straighten out that damn district. That's the little B in a nutshell. I'm glad I'm out the
Hey,
nutshell.
you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not a Bedford alum, but I do consider myself a Bedford guy. Seeing I coached there so long, my son played football there, my daughter went to school there. I've been living in the Bedford Oakwood community for like 20 something years now. I ain't gonna lie, E man, it was a little tough for me. I liked coaching at Bedford. I liked being there, and I really,
Absolutely.
I hated to give them the business like that. But well, we had to do what we had to do. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Bedford always gonna hold a small little place in my heart because I had a lot of good times there. And the best part, honestly, for me, Friday night was seeing some of the old Bedford players that came to the game, man. And that was great. They came and they was like, hey, Coach Hud, Coach, hey, Coach Hud. It had to be at least 20, 25 of them.
Yeah, no
And it
doubt.
was it was great seeing those guys, man. Some of them came from out of town for the game. So that was cool, but I don't feel too bad about putting that ass whooping on them. But it is what it is. Bedford got to rebuild and get back together, get back to where they used to be when they was going to playoffs year after year and winning games and going deep into the playoffs. I don't know what they got to do, but they need to get it together because what they got going on down there right now is not looking too good.
Now, let me clear this up once and for all. I'm not talking to none of the kids. The kids already know what it is. They still my homies. The kids that's playing now, just like you said, the former kids, no beef with them whatsoever. They ain't do nothing but what they were supposed to do. The whole time I was there, nothing showed me nothing but love, and I showed them nothing but love. And I will continue to do that no matter where I am. They know if they can call me if they need something. Not talking to you kids. Love y'all. It's everybody else associated with that whole shit show. Yes, I did say it. Shit show.
Yo, all right. So I was there in attendance. Let me give my little take on it. So going there, I finally saw B. I saw a high school look like a high school when we were in high school. Look, I saw E chew out the offensive lineman. He had to put a little tilt in his neck. He had to tilt it back so he could talk to the kid and see him eye to
look down.
Yeah. I'm like, man, hey, he had the little giants before, a lot of heart, but they wasn't big at all, man. So I'm like, to see kids with average height and size and weights, I'm like, oh man, this is amazing.
So like, Mel won't have to put as many special effects on this highlight video. He had all kind of angles going on. He was like Wesley Snipes. Like, how did those dudes?
All right. Another one of my observations. Hey, look, I don't know who's part of the dress code, the crew with the white tops and the gray pants. Not a good look, fellas. Not a good look. I need to switch that up.
And real talk, no bullshit. We actually had a discussion in the office, and everybody was like, "Well, hey man, let's wear some dark pants, blue pants, something like that." Charles was like, "No, we're wearing gray." Charles was the head coach. No, we're wearing gray. And everybody was like, okay.
Yeah, Charles, I need to switch that up, man.
Hey, see, you know what that's for, man? It's to make the colors look less intimidating, man. You can't be scared of folks with gray pants on. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, there lies another one. The difference when I sat in that stance, I was like, hey, they catered to a whole different constituency that I'm not used to. I was like, yo, it was clear as day. I was like, man, hey, after a while, I had to put my headphones in and start listening to some music because, man, if the dude did that third down again, I was like, yo, dude, I'm out of here. It was totally different. I was like, yeah. This ain't the type of vibe or atmosphere that I'm used to. So those were my three things that
I had a student section, an actual student section with kids dressed in like
The
Hawaii
luau.
luau ski. Like you wouldn't see nothing like that where we came from. It was a
The luau.
so it's a different demographic there for sure.
Yes, yes,
Different
man.
demographic. Yeah.
So y'all telling me wasn't no Shaw High School band playing? Like,
No,
Mm-mm.
it was not an
What was some of the
11-person band.
selections? What were some of the selections they were playing? So,
Ooh,
Flight of
I
Bee.
remember
Flight
that
of the
11-person
Bumblebee.
band. Whew, that 11-person band was rocking.
Dr.
Yeah.
Lee.
All right, Dr. Lee, Flight of the Bumblebee.
You're right. You're right about that. That's
No
why I was like,
sauce.
hey, I was like, this is when not having any kids, don't prepare me for like the halftime show. Like, see, when y'all got kids, y'all go to recitals, y'all do all this type of stuff, and y'all gotta sit there and listen to stuff like that, and be proud of it and be like, yay to little Johnny and everybody. Me myself, I'm like, man, this is just
You
horrible. Like, man,
You have a battle of the bands. You ain't get that, see?
So yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, no, Dr. Lee, Flight of the Bumblebee all day long. But yeah.
I just had to get it off my chest, man. I was glad we put the beat down on them. Just seeing how the way it ended with me personally. I can't speak for HUD. This is not HUD speaking. This is me speaking. The way it ended so horribly, the way I don't know about them, really don't care about them, how they wanted it or how I wanted it, especially not how I wanted it. I wanted it to be a little better terms, but it is what it is. I'm glad I'm free, Harriet Tubman, and I was happy that we put the beat down, as the kids would say, belt the ass, did that all day. So I'm very happy it ended up like that. Just wish it was worse, honestly.
You'll never go back. Can I ask the question? What did it take you to go back to the little B?
When they tear the school down and I can get a brick from the demolisher.
Oh man, it's that bad. Okay, I believe you too. You got that face.
Or if I got the runs and there ain't nowhere else to shit.
Double salary head coaching job. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Damn. He said nay. Okay, that's it.
As long as that group is there, nay. Double nay. Double down, triple down, nay.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be the non-football people be getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I knew we had to touch base on that, but we'll go ahead and stay in the theme of football. So we hinted at it earlier. B is wearing his cap. Hey, it started the NFL season this week. Starts on Thursday night with the Cowboys and the Eagles. And then that leads us into Sunday, where our Cleveland Browns play their season opener against the Cincinnati Bengals. It's yearly tradition around here, fellas. We break down the schedule. We make our predictions as to what we think the Browns should be at the end of the season. Last season, let's not even get into that. We didn't come nowhere close to last season. Nobody did. Everybody had the Browns doing magnifique.
Somebody got something wrong?
So we're going to try to get it together. I'm going to make things a little bit interesting this year. So I'm going, whoever's I think has the best one, I am going to submit yours as my over-under bet. And we'll see if I'm going to put $50 down. And we're going to see if y'all bring me some money. So I'm going to be paying attention. So don't steer me wrong, fellas. All right,
on, man. If you go with mine and you win, you bringing us some money. If you win off of my picks, I need some bread. Break me off.
Hey, okay. There we go. Sound like a plan. So let's go ahead and break down this schedule. So we talked about week 1. We're gonna break it down into quarters. So our first quarter, we got week 1. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. Week 2, we've got hold up. Yes, week 2 we have the Baltimore Ravens. Week 3 we have the Green Bay Packers, and week 4 we've got the Detroit Lions. So we already hinted at this earlier. The beginning of the season is a gauntlet. So what do you have the Browns coming out as after the first quarter of the season?
This might be another 0-17 season.
0-4.
Hell no.
Damn.
0-4.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hey, what?
0-4.
We talking 0-4? You talking about first half? Or, wait. First
I
half?
just went through the first four games. I just went through. So we got the Bengals, we got the Ravens, we've got the Packers, and we've got the Lions.
Hey, look, I think we can come to a consensus as a collective. They going 0-4. Move on to the next quarter.
Hell no.
We
I
need to not
disagree.
discuss
I
this.
object. I
So-
object.
I do too. I'll say 1-3.
Where the one?
2-2.
Where the one?
Yeah, where the one?
I'm gonna just give him to Cincinnati because how we do Joe Burrow. That's all.
Yeah. That's my
2-2.
thing.
But
We ain't
don't get
playing.
it
We
twisted.
ain't playing every quarterback we playing is better than ours.
But don't get it twisted. I'm just trying to throw them a bone, pun intended. So 1-3. But I see it with y'all, the 0-4. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Okay.
Bengals and the Packers, we winning those two.
Wow.
Ooh, the Packers.
Jesus, Homer Simpson.
No Mika.
That's a hot take right there.
No
Man.
Mika. 2-2.
Who is Mika?
That guy y'all over there stirred about. Mika Persons. Yeah, Mika Persons. We ain't scared of that bum. We got Joe Flacco. 2-2.
Oh my
We're
God.
beating them.
I'll be waiting for this moment
2-2.
years in just to hear this.
Y'all was worse than me last year. Y'all want to be safe this year.
No, I made up my mind.
was feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm being 100% truthful this year. I'm not doing that over. I wish upon a star shit. No, I'm truthful.
Where the optimism at, man? Come on,
It's right here.
Think of the fans. They need your optimism.
No, I'm not Homer Simpson, and I'm not a fan. I'm a realist that sees shit the way it is. 1-4 possible. 1-3 possible. 0-4 first quarter.
Okay. All right. So I got it marked down. We got Hood and Rick 0-4. We got E with a win over Cincy to bring them to 1-3. And B got Cincy and Green Bay for 2-2. All right. So we're going to go to our second quarter. Second quarter, we got the Vikings. We have the Steelers. We have the Dolphins, and we have the Patriots. So it look like it might be a couple bright spots in that. What y'all tell me what y'all think.
2-2.
All right, so Rick got 2-2.
I second that 2-2, beating the Dolphins and Patriots.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 1-3.
1-3 for Hood.
I think we might beat the Patriots, but I ain't too optimistic about the other three games.
3-1.
Damn.
We beating the Steelers, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. 3-1. That's 5-3.
Where you see that at? How do you see that? Like,
first of all,
because he's Homer Simpson.
We about to have the defenses that's gonna surprise a lot of y'all haters. That front four gonna be nasty. The linebackers gonna be nasty. Flacco gonna do Flacco's shit, and we gonna come out and surprise folks. Everybody gonna underestimate the Browns. You know what happened? Plus, 2-time coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski, never back-to-back losing seasons. Let's just throw that on the table.
Okay.
But my thing at this time, after what we said through the first quarter, around this time, the peanut gallery gonna start. Put Shador in. And that's gonna cause a whole bunch of just hoopla and just mess in the locker room. It's gonna be a psychological thing. It ain't gonna all be physical on the field stuff.
So would they do that same thing? Let's say we're losing, but Flacco's playing well. You think they'll still be like
play well?
They're still gonna be like, put him in?
Yep.
I don't know. You know they was out QB shopping, or I should say, scouting this weekend. I know y'all heard about that.
Yeah,
they went to
everybody.
Yeah, they went. I thought about you. They went to Texas, and what was the other one? Clemson.
And
LSU.
they went to
they
went to the South Carolina game in Atlanta too.
Yeah, as a unit, they was out together. Like,
because Joe
that's shitty.
is 57. He can't help us.
I
next
mean,
year.
but you
he could barely help
but you
us this
drafted
year.
these other
Hey.
2 dudes, man. You just already. I mean, they
Hey.
not already, but
Y'all act
it's
like,
like just
y'all
in
act
case.
like Watson ain't on the depth chart, man.
He gonna play this
Oh.
year. He gonna play.
He getting paid too much not to. In my book,
Exactly. They can't do nothing but let him
Bruh,
play. 'Cause
I'm
if
gonna
they
see
cut
some
him, it's a
snaps.
snap.
We gonna get some
Yeah.
snaps.
He know it too. His ass know it too. He out there working out, leg dangling and everything. He just doing his shit.
We gonna get some snaps. This bad.
You really
contract.
think if they put they can't put him back out there?
They got to.
It's
You paying that
economics,
man
brother.
all that
Yeah.
money? Economics. You can't
You
cut him.
don't have to. They're gonna mess up that
People just
insurance
gonna.
policy.
I'm just gonna stop watching at that point. I'm done.
What they say? $113 million cap hit if we cut him. He ain't going nowhere.
He gonna
That's
retire
if we was to
Brown.
cut.
For real.
Pretty much,
shit.
that's what he will be doing.
Yep.
Because I got a question. Do y'all think he'll get another gig after this Browns contract is up?
Sign release. They not for that contract. They have to. Somebody gonna have to.
People like expiring contracts though. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's a big ass contract though. That's what 40 mil on the back end, 43. Something stupid.
His skill, he's got diminishing skills, as they say. I don't think he's ever gonna be the guy he was. And if I'm a GM, I'm not taking a chance on that.
I gotta be contradictory though. I mean, if you gotta, I don't like him, but if you got somebody like a Kenny Pickett that can get a job, I think it's possible for him.
Yeah,
But
but
let me
not for the complexion though.
Not
That
for the
ain't-
black quarterback. I was just about to say, Rick. Not for the black quarterback.
We the starters, or we ain't in the league,
Mm-hmm.
or we playing for Pittsburgh. That's it.
He do keep the roster stacked with black QBs. Indeed, he does.
Yeah, starting QB out the league or play for Pittsburgh. That's your options.
To play for Pittsburgh. Damn. So you telling me Aaron is on his way out? He's the other skin tone.
He already
plays for
said this is
Pittsburgh.
last year.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
good riddance. You're going to get your ass whooped by the Browns. All right, next part of the schedule's in.
All right. Hey, I'm letting y'all cook. All right. So our next quarter, we've got the Jets, we got the Ravens again, we got the Raiders, and we got the 49ers.
2-2. Jets win, Raiders win. I don't know about that. The Raiders though, that's in Vegas, ain't it?
And that's why I'm saying 1-3. They gonna beat the Jets.
I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna pick the same one as Rick, man. That's about all I'm gonna go with.
We definitely beating up on the Raiders with Kenny Pickett and that other guy. We definitely beating up on the Jets with Justin Fields. The other two, I'm a little worried, but I'm gonna say we splitting with the Ravens this year, so I'm going 3-1.
You aware we lost to the Raiders last year out there?
Yeah, but they just picked up Kenny Pickett.
But he doesn't.
He's backing up Geno Smith, right?
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
Yeah. Ooh, Geno Smith. Ooh.
Are you aware who beat us last year as the Raiders starting quarterback?
That's last year. That's before we had revolving doors in the middle. We got a number 5 draft pick in Mason Graham and Mike Hall, Michigan and O State side by side with Myles Garrett on that end and other dudes. So we about to be all right.
Mike
that
Hall
front four, mind what I say.
Who gonna score the points though?
Yeah, that's my thing. Defense got to score.
I can't wait. I can't wait when Flacco do what he do with all these receivers. I can't wait. I want Hud on here. I want Ricky. I want all this same energy. I just can't wait. Y'all act like Flacco's a bum, man. This is remarkable.
I don't think he's a bum. I just don't know what he got.
You
to
act
work
like
with.
he Patrick Mahomes.
He gonna slang that pill. That's for sure.
At least he gonna throw it. I'll give him that. He gonna throw it. He gonna try to. Yeah, he gonna throw it. He ain't gonna stand back there with like Deshaun Watson and looking like he's confused.
He gonna slang that pill as long as he stay healthy. Now, if he go down, because the Rooks ain't ready. I mean, if he go down, that's something. But if he stay upright on the field, 2 feet.
So are we just gonna sit here and act like he's not gonna have 10 interceptions the first 4 games? Are we acting like that's not a
As long as he got
possibility?
12 touchdowns.
Oh,
He
that's
got
cool.
10
I
interceptions.
forgot. I forgot. That's cool. That's Byron's definition of good football. 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions the first 4 games. Awesome.
As long as we 2-2, baby. 2-2.
All right. So let's go ahead and break this down. Here we go for the final quarter. So, final quarter, we got Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans coming to town. Then we'll go to see Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. Then we got Josh Allen coming to town with the Buffalo Bills. We got Aaron Rodgers, the aforementioned Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers for their second visit coming to town. And then we'll be heading for the final game of the season to Cincinnati to face Joe Burrow. So for the final 5 games, fellas, where do you have us?
Too many
2 and-
goddamn games.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
We
For
beating the
E.
Titans.
You got the Titans and who else?
What was after the Titans?
Got
Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, the Bears.
Yeah.
I'll take the Bears. Titans and Bears.
I agree with E.
I'm gonna say
Once
3
in
and
our
2.
lives.
Me too. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
3
3
and
and 2.
2.
They go. I think they'll beat the Titans as rookie quarterback. The Bears. I'm not a Williams fan, Caleb Williams fan. And
He
then
stinks.
I think what's his name gonna be hurt for the Steelers by that time? Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron.
Yeah, he gonna be hurt by that time. So the Browns will take that. And it's in Cleveland. They'll take that one.
Yeah, but you know what happened every year after we played Pittsburgh at the end of the year? We lose a coach or a coordinator or something. We always end bad.
That's wild. I'm gonna go 3 and 2 also. I'm gonna go with, like everybody else said, the Titans, young quarterback. Bears, they just got to get their shit together. And the Bengals, because we tend to split with the Bengals. Either we beat them twice or we split. They don't really usually beat us twice in the season with the Bengals.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get that one for us against the Bengals. So I'm gonna go 3 and 2.
All
So
right.
that's interesting. We split the Browns and Bengals, but both teams win on the road.
That's great.
Yeah.
I got it the other way. Both win at home.
I got it. Both win at home.
Okay. And for our final prediction, Mr. Taboo Timmons.
No, I agree with E. 2 and 3. I think we win those 2. Titans, weak quarterback, terrible. Penix is terrible. Bills, they'll win. Steelers, because they gonna split with the Steelers.
Where's
Bengals, they'll
Penix at?
split. But I'm like,
Penix ain't on this schedule. But
We
I don't know
playing
who
now?
you talking about now.
You probably
wait,
think
no,
about
not
Caleb
Penix.
Williams.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Same player. He stinks. Caleb stinks. We'll whoop on him. When I got too many goddamn games in my record. Hold on, man. Where am I going wrong here?
I don't know how you going wrong.
2 and
So
2.
for you, I
You
got 5, 8. So you got the Browns going 10 and 7. Mr. Taboo Timmons.
Damn,
10-win
That's-
season.
that's
what I said,
playoffs.
10 and 7.
Yeah.
Playoffs, baby.
Oh,
Playoffs.
Coach of the year,
Playoffs?
2 times.
Talking about playoffs.
You might get 3 times coach of the year with
Nobody
this
win
one.
a goddamn game.
We're just gonna win a game. You're talking about playoffs.
and for the rest of you fellas, let's see. Let me do this math real quick. Let's see. Do. So 5. Hood got us going
Man, and look,
6 and 11.
damn.
E
Something.
got us going 6 and 11.
I was about to say, sound about right.
And Rick, you got us going 7 and 10. So we got 3 losing seasons and 1 playoff berth.
Dope.
All right.
3-time coach of the year.
Look, I
Carlin.
was hoping y'all would go a little lower on the losing record because it's a safety down in Columbus. I would like to be high enough to draft in this year's draft so we can finally solve this safety problem that we've been having for
We do need
ever since we've had this podcast. My God, we've been talking about safety.
But I think I'm not saying they about to be world beaters, but I think these two are going to be a lot better this year. I do think that with Hickman and Delpit, I think they're going to be a lot better than what we've been getting.
I hope so. I hope so.
You know who I think gonna be the surprises. Oh God, I gotta wash my mouth out after I say this, but Newsom. I think Newsom gonna play with a chip on his shoulder this year. Cause all the trade talks and he been gabbing on socials, talking. I think he gonna actually play this year. He got to, man. He got to.
Contract
got no
year.
choice. It's a it's a contract year. He better.
Yeah.
I hope he
Yeah.
play with some chips or pieces of broken concrete under his shoes so he can be taller. I hope he does that.
All right. And real quick, I want to get y'all, of course, after we give our Browns predictions, we've got to give our Super Bowl predictions and our Super Bowl winners.
Way too
the luck of the Irish ran out for him last year after predicting it exactly the year before. Last season, not so much. So, who's want to step up with our Super Bowl predictions and who we got winning this year? Who you got taking the title? I know B got. I can guess it already. So we got the Browns versus the Buccaneers.
I didn't know, but thanks, Ian. That's I'm telling somebody else got some sense on this podcast.
I already know that one. But for the other three fellas, who y'all like for the Super Bowl?
I'll talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a tough one.
I think
that's a tough one.
I think the Bills are gonna get over the hump this year. Get over the Kansas City hump. So I think the Bills are gonna be there. And you know what, man? I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think they're gonna pull it off and make it this year. Bills and Lions.
You know, because I that's the sister city to me. You know, they suffer right along with us this whole time. So it'd be nice to see at least one of us make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
right.
Get to actually experience it. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't mind watching that game at all. All right, so we got two Bills and Lions. Rick,
somebody else go. I gotta think about this one.
Yeah, hey,
listen, it's hard, man. It's too I gotta see some games
early.
first.
So I used to say that all the time. They're like, "What's wrong, Coach? You ain't got no conviction in your." Nah, dude, ain't nobody played yet. It's like,
ain't nobody played.
We just having some fun, man. Come on now.
But see you
that's
gotta
hard
remember
to do when you invested in football like that. It's hard to just make assumptions and guesses. That's why I don't gamble, because I don't trust that shit.
That's why you can't say we got a hard schedule either. Because
I've learned when you're making these way too early predictions, I still have the what's the word I'm looking for? I can still change my mind. So
and I feel like if I'm making a prediction, I mean, I want the Ravens to win. I want Lamar to get one.
Okay,
Lamar.
Yeah. So you stole mine on that side. I was gonna go Green Bay in Baltimore.
I could see that, especially if Micah stays healthy. I could definitely see that for Green Bay.
Mika.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good right there. Now, we was hinting at it earlier. Hud's got the what is that you sitting on? Is
you
that
already know what
cover?
I'm saying. No, what you talking about?
A blanket.
A blanket.
Yeah, he got his blanket. So this Saturday was, some folks was calling it the most hyped first game of the season. It depends on how you see it, but we had number 1 Texas enter into the horseshoe to face the Ohio State Buckeyes. You know, it became clear as day leading into this game that Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes will not be the number 1 storyline no longer in college football any longer. That has been replaced by one Mr. Arch Manning. And the hype was so high. I mean, it was like LeBron type hype for this game. Everybody wanted to see what this boy could do. And unfortunately, he did not live up to the hype. So I want to start with the big storyline first. So now that he played awful against Ohio State, what is more likely to be the case? Is he going to be more like the hype that they've been building up around this kid this whole offseason, or will he be more like what he looked like against Ohio State? If you had to choose, which one would it be?
Well, look, you got to remember, this hype train wasn't something that he did. This was something that the
No.
media did. And this
Yes.
kid, you know what? He looked like he was supposed to look. He looked like a guy that was making his first real start against one of the, if not the best defense in college football, and he looked like it. So what they was trying to make him out to be, I'm not all into that. I really think he looked like he was supposed to look. And if they played, let's say 5-6 weeks from now, he would look better. But if you're going into a game and you ain't never played, like really started, and this is who you playing first, he looked like he was supposed to. So I'm not saying he didn't look bad. He looked like he was supposed to look. In my opinion, you know what I mean?
That's a good take, bud. That's a good take.
The Texan, I seen his a couple of different facial expressions. Like he didn't quite vibe with you on that one, Hood. So Rick, what you got?
I agree with Hood that the kid had never thrown a pass on the road, and the first pass that you throw is in Ohio State Stadium, like against the
opening weekend.
Yeah, opening weekend, defending national champions. Like that's a tough. I don't care who you are. That's a tough pill to swallow. The only thing I like that first pass he threw, it skipped to the guy.
Yes,
I know you nervous, but like there were certain passes. Like if you take the Ohio State quarterback and Manning, what was the Ohio State quarterback's name?
Julian
Sands.
Yeah, Sands. His pass, like the passes that were incomplete, were all drops. Like, and I'm really talking about the first half. Manning's were like errant throws. And I always said my down here, I always tell people last year, I'm like, let that boy play. Let that boy play. You don't want his first season to be exactly where it is now. And when he did get in the games last year, and it was a lot of, oh, look at Manning, it was his running. It wasn't his passing.
He is fast.
So there are a couple like of his throws and things like that. Like, and then, but I'm if I'm leaning on the side, I'm with Hood. Like, no, he's going up against Patricia, the former Patriots. Yeah, Matt Patricia. Like, come on, man, this dude got Super Bowl trophies. He ready for Peyton Arch Manning.
And, that's where I was going with it, Rick. It was, and he has the pieces to do what he was doing with those Super Bowl trophies. He has that. You just said it, Zen. The quarterback, the safety at Caleb Downs. You got him. You got Sonny Styles. You got that D line. You got once again, I keep harping on this. Arvell Reese. He is going to be a dog. Y'all seen him this one game. He was killing last year, but nobody really was paying attention to him like that. But this year is definitely his breakout year. He is a difference maker. Those are like pieces to the puzzle that you can just put anywhere that nobody else has the luxury to do, especially a guy like Matt Patricia with all them disguises and coverages. Arch Manning ain't know what the hell he was looking at. It looked one way pre-snap, and then he turned his back for the play action. Next thing you know, it's 3 people in his face, and they only rushing 4. So it's another one dropping back, and then it's crazy. So
that part,
I agree with them. I expected that, honestly.
If you're getting pressure with 4, I don't care what quarterback you is. If you're getting pressure with 4,
you're screwed.
Like you screwed. Like it don't care if you Tom Brady out there. And there was a play.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yep. There was a play. Manning threw a long ball, and the receiver was open. But the way the corner closed and the safety just kind of like it closed, that window closed very quickly. And like Ed talked about, you just got elite players out there can run pro style defenses. Niggas will be a problem.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey,
'Cause at
look.
least-
Maybe. Go ahead.
At least 5 or 6 of them is gone this year to the league.
Yeah.
It's an NFL talent. Yeah, he ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play nobody like that again. I mean, I know he got other talent that he'll play, but I think his next game he'll have a big game because they
Well,
play
he's gonna be
San
playing
Jose
against
Spartans.
Northwest Kentucky State. I mean, he gonna throw
Right.
for
Yeah,
State, yeah.
100
it's the college
yards.
talent pool. I mean,
Not
yeah,
worse.
that's, you know.
Right.
But I
They'll
will
be back hyping him next game.
And
That's
but I mean, but
another-
and to what Hud was saying, like it's week one. Like
Yeah.
offenses are not. I don't care what offenses are not going to look good week one. Defenses are going to like. If you looked at all the games, defenses look faster. They looked a lot more polished because it's first game is very emotional. Like that stadium. You talk Zen about hype. Like that stadium was rocking. Like that's an atmosphere
like
that
no
defenses are going to thrive on.
other.
So
Hey,
and
listen.
you do a lot of protecting of your quarterback in games like that with play calls and things like that. I don't think Texas protected him a lot to get him going with some easy throws and things like that. So,
And you know what? And listen, man, I know I might be tripping, but I could have sworn at one point they started off in the cover 3, rolled to 2, then rolled to 4. I don't know.
No, they did.
And Arch Manning was just like, I don't know what these motherfuckers was doing. I don't know. I said, they can play 3 different coverages in one play.
everybody was mugged up, and they had 3 safeties in one corner, middle of the field, wide open. And then, like you said, it just the formation just changed. Like you don't even know what the hell formation they ran out of that. Like,
nah.
I got a play that came in mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is another football season. So, expect another season of Coach E's Film Room coming up in this near football season. So, this is just a preview of it. It's a play in the first quarter. It was 3rd and 8. It was like 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. That's the coverage you talking about, Hud. They had the safety 20 yards back by himself in the middle of the field. The other safety was 12 yards back, like kind of towards the sideline to the right, towards that single receiver side. But everybody else, like you said, Rick, was mugged up as if it was man. You had 2 people with their hands in the dirt. So as Arch Manning, you thinking, okay, these 2 are definitely coming, but I have to figure out which other guys are coming and see what coverage they in at the same time. As soon as the ball was snapped, the 2 guys that had their hand down came, but they crossed. They ran a stunt up the middle. Then Arvell Reese wrapped around that stunt, came in the middle of that stunt, came free, and then the DN that dropped into coverage came off the flats and got the tackle with Arvell Reese. That ain't even to mention what they did in secondary, like you said, Hud. They went from that. If I'm looking at it, like that kind of could be too high safety look with man right there. Nope. They backed up. That other corner backed up like it was cover 3. But then another safety came over. Then it was cover 4. But then they broke down to cover 2. It was crazy. I ain't seen nothing like that.
calling the mic? Who you calling the mic in that situation? You know what I mean? Like how, the line don't even know who to block.
Right.
All they can say is danger, danger, danger. That's all they got.
Alert.
Full slide.
Somebody
but
coming.
You know what?
Somebody.
I think you brought up a real good point, Rick, and I think Ohio State did a better job at this. Texas did not protect their quarterback, but Ohio State did a really good job at protecting Julius Sane, giving him, simple passes, confidence building passes. Didn't really put him in too many situations where he had to put everything on his shoulders. Tried to run the ball, but the running game wasn't all that effective. But they kept doing it to keep Texas honest, because if you really look at it, it's really the same. How do you say it? The same side of 2 coins or whatever. Julian Sane was in the same situation that Arch Manning was in. The exact same. His first start, he going against number 1 or number 2 defense in the country, and they was running stuff in disguise and things and doing the same thing to him. But I think Ohio State did a better job in giving him opportunities to be successful. Where, like you said, Texas was just kind of like, just get out there and sling it. And he ain't at that point where he can sling it like that.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. He
I
will
think
be.
he can.
Yeah, he gonna get there. But to bring it all together and answer your questions in, yes, he will later on be more of the hype instead of what he was this Saturday. I believe.
Right.
I agree.
Because,
100%.
with a start like this and looking at Steve Sarkisian and what he did with Quinn Ewers was a big-time prospect coming out of high school as well, too, but didn't live up necessarily to the hype once he was at Texas. So now you have that situation go that way, and here it is. It's like, oh, we put that on Quinn. Yeah, that's Quinn, but we got Arch. Arch is gonna be the one, and it starts off like this. If this one don't work out, people gonna start questioning how good is Sark as a offensive genius, as they like to throw that term around nowadays. So this one, you gotta make sure he hit with this one.
That's what pisses me off about the sports world. Why would you question him just because like two guys didn't work out? I wouldn't question him at all because I see the concepts that he calls and the plays that he run. I challenge anybody to make that stuff up and do that stuff. Like you can't question somebody's genius
Okay.
just because of whatever reason you're thinking of. Just watch the games and watch these plays that they are running. Okay, the kids got to capitalize on it. They have to execute it, but the scheme and
So-
everything is there.
So as the coach, it's your job to develop them into that system that you have, right?
X's and O's.
And these are supposed to be the Joes. This is 5-star
Yeah.
quarterbacks, these two right here. And if you can't develop them into this scheme, this elaborate scheme that you're telling me about, I think that's
Then that means you
start
got to
pointing the
change
fingers back at you.
you got to change your scheme. Then it's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. If it
What I
don't work,
always say.
you got something. You got to modify it. You got to adjust a little bit.
But
So
and
that's what I'm
in
saying.
Fact, and in fact of that shows even more genius that you're able to change it to try to fit that person instead of saying just shut up and run my system. So you can't. I guess that's just me as a coach talking.
But if he's not able to do that, we will find out if that's the case with Arch. We'll see if Arch, develops into Sark's system. But if he's not able to, and he has the same issues that a Quinn Ewers has, let's see if he's able to adjust and adapt and still get the most out of Arch still. Because
I don't even think Quinn Ewers had a problem in that system. Quinn Ewers was just who he was. He wasn't that good. If you just be honest, he had hella talent around him, and he had that system. Quinn Ewers is never going to be a home run hitter. That's just not him. He's too little. He's not athletic. He just has an arm. That doesn't get you by anymore in football. That's just not. You need all of that. You need size, athleticism, and an arm.
Well, they better figure something out quick. I'm looking at the schedule. With Ohio State loss, that's one.
That good.
They play Florida at Florida. They play, and then the following week they play Oklahoma at the Cotton Bowl. And that game right there, it's a neutral site.
River.
It can go any way. You talk about atmosphere. I've been to that game, that atmosphere right there. And if he better be ready for that game. And then they got Georgia at Georgia.
Tough.
Yeah.
That's
what B was like.
Yep. And then the last game of the year is A&M. Now it's at Texas, but that once again, big rivalry game. Rivalry game.
So he will see some more competition because guess what? He's in the SEC.
Yeah.
So
conference. that Colorado stuff.
The schedule look a little after seeing him Saturday. The schedule look a little different. I know it's kind of overreaction, but
y'all are reacting. I mean, but is it honestly? I know it's early, but is it honestly the defense that Ohio State just because shit y'all talking about? If I seen that, man, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, oh my god, this shit get to change and people get to hitting the buttons before the pre-snap. That's the Madden legs we call them. But you see all that shit changing in real time, man. I'd be like, what the hell? Cross-eye E, you just explained some stuff I ain't never heard before. Changing all them coverages in one. He ain't gonna see that against these other teams.
Shit, they might take it out of that playbook because it slowed them down, but they might not have the
a
pieces.
lot of film.
Yeah, they got a lot of film.
They don't have the pieces though.
So like the
Joe.
Georgias and the A&M and Florida. Nah,
Florida.
maybe not Florida as a massing, but the Georgias, they gonna have the pieces to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's still
And now
enough to get to the playoffs, though.
that's what will be my. Is it
Yeah,
4 losses, 3 losses?
gonna be
Hey,
tough.
man, you got a 12 team playoff now?
Yeah, but if you got 3 losses, who you going in over? Especially
It
if the
was some
people
3-loss
that you
teams
lost
last
to
year,
went
wasn't it?
out.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, it
3
was only
loss
2
teams.
loss then. It was 2
Oh,
losses.
2-loss team?
We was one of
Yeah.
the 2 losses.
Mm.
Now your saving graces, a couple teams that were ranked pretty high lost
Mm-hmm.
this week. Like who did
Notre
Miami beat?
Dame.
Yep, Notre Dame
Miami.
lost.
Yeah, Miami beat Notre
Hey,
Dame.
listen, I was saving this, but because I don't. Before we even move on to the next topic,
Uh-oh.
what's up, man? What's up in Alabama, Zen? What's going on, player?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
What's
Shots
going
fired.
on?
Shots fired.
What's
Man,
What's going
going
on?
They
I mean,
gave
they
a
just
whole
lost.
concession speech, HUD in the chat.
Zen, they gonna take the moment. They gonna kick you while you're down, Zen.
They
Yeah,
lost
that's
to
all
an
it
unranked
is.
Florida State team. I mean, damn. I was watching that game. I was crying for you, player. I'm like, what am I watching? This is pathetic. They ain't even playing hard.
Damn.
What's going on?
Hey, I feel for the coach. Hey, I'm gonna be all right, man. We got 6 of them
Man.
things in it over the last 2 decades. Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, we know what it is. A legend stepped down. This is the coach after the legend. It don't seem to always work out. Hey, in this case, it's for my man Kalen DeBoer. It don't look like he's gonna have a long stint in Tuscaloosa. Yeah, he's man, he come with it. Look, 9-4 at any other school. 9-4 when he was at Washington, they'd be giving him a pat on the back, like
Right.
man, good job, way to go. 9-4 at Alabama, no sir.
He had so much job security up there with that, man. Like I don't know how to left, especially like you said, Zen. I don't want to be the guy after the guy.
The guy, right? That's so dumb. I don't understand why people do that. But you know what, Zen? Real talk. I think Florida State is going to wind up being a lot better team than they were ranked at the beginning of the year. They'll probably end the season at least in the top 15. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look good. They
I
look good. That quarterback looked real good.
I heard somebody say like Florida State when they're really good. Well, Florida State and Clemson, they're really good when they're playing in the ACC with SEC type caliber players.
Yes.
Right. And that's because they're down there in that country, so they get those kids. If Florida State get a couple of good recruits, now they playing, winning the conference because it is the ACC and not the SEC.
Yeah.
Back to the Peter Warwicks and the Clinton Portis's days.
Yep.
Right. So I just wanted to say, before we moved on, I just wanted to, kick you when you were down a little bit. That's okay.
All right. Real quick. I'm gonna just one of y'all touch on this one for me. So Deion, they lost to Georgia Tech. Well, yeah, Deion lost to Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick gets the doors blown off of him by TCU. Who's more in trouble?
Bill
Belichick. He got 75 new kids. Everybody knew that was coming. I don't know why people surprised.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be the greatest coach of all time. That's why they surprised. They thought he was going to be able to coach him up, come down here and get him the outperform.
If he got me and you at left and right tackle, Byron at center, HUD at the slot, and Rick at the tailback, we're screwed. That's exactly what he got. He got us. That's what he got.
Right.
And who's going to North Carolina for football?
No, E, don't you do that. Don't you do that because I, on this very same podcast, asked that question. I was like, hey, does Bill Belichick name pull weight with these kids these days? And you, sir, told me yes.
No,
you told me
yeah. No. These kids don't know him,
man. B, pull the tape, man. Pull the tape.
Run back the tape.
We're going to have somebody apologize.
I do remember that conversation. All
right, Rick. Who we got a discrepancy, Rick. You the deciding factor. Who was it?
I don't remember. I don't remember what was said, but I do remember the conversation. I do remember
I do
that.
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I'll
Hey,
never
Zen,
find that
Zen had
episode.
one in his pocket. He was waiting like, I wish he would say that. I wish he would. I knew it. Wait a minute, man. That ain't
Big
what
Joker.
you said. The big Joker, right?
Big Joker to the board. Hey.
Big Joker.
All right. Real quick. Last topic, real quick. All right. So the last piece that the big news that dropped last week was, of course, down there in Rick Country in Dallas, Texas, another seismic trade hits their sports franchises. And Michael Parsons out of nowhere, we heard he said he demanded a trade and he wrote his long letter thanking the city of Dallas and all that. But everybody was like, oh, that's bluffing. This is just a posturing to get the money. But something he did something right. If he truly wanted a trade out of Dallas, he did something right because he got his demands met. And not only did he get out of Dallas, he got him a nice fat contract to go along with it. Got him a 4-year, $188 million contract to go along with it to play for the Green Bay Packers. In return, they get a 3-time Pro Bowler, Kenny Clark, defensive tackle, and 2 first-round draft picks. And people have been questioning Jerry Jones as an owner and a GM. So it made me, Rick dropped something in the chat that once this trade happened, I was like, you know what? It might be something to it. Hey, E, if you wouldn't mind playing that clip from is that from the Cowboys documentary?
No, it's Dale Hansen. He's on the local news station here in Dallas. He's very, he had like his Dale's Corner, and I think that might have been one of his segments where he was just,
well, it fits
talking
perfectly.
Yeah,
it's a fit perfectly. So if you play that for us real quick.
I said to him live on the air over at Victory Park when we were over at the studios, and my question to Jerry was, can you name a team in any sport, that would hire you to be their general manager based on your record, unless, of course, you bring your checkbook with you? Name me a single team. Can you do it? He goes, yes, I can. And I looked at him, I said, I'll wait. Now, it felt like I waited like 15 minutes. I probably waited about 12 seconds, if that. But you know how dead air is, and I'm just staring at him. And he's kind of blubbering around. And I said, Jerry, that's my point. There's not a single team in any sport that would hire you to be their general manager. Not a one. And yet you insist upon being the general manager of one of the most iconic franchises in all the sports. That's my problem with you as the general manager. That's why the Cowboys can't get back to the Super Bowl. We finished the interview. John McKay and Gloria Campos have both swallowed their tongues. They're about ready to throw up in their mouths. They're stumbling to pitch to a commercial break. Jerry stands up. I then reach out to shake hands and thank him for the time, and he just slaps my hand and storms out. And I called Rich Dalrymple, the PR guy, the next day, and I went, what was that all about? Because I've said some harsh things to Jerry's face, and he just rolls with it because he loves the publicity. He just does. And Rich Dalrymple says to me, you sliced his Achilles tendon. You exposed him to the one thing that he knows he can't answer. You exposed him.
Yo, that was hilarious.
I love Dale Hansen, man. Love him.
And I would think the people of Dallas are in agreement now with Dale after this trade, Rick. So tell us about what's going on down there in Dallas.
Well, of course, like talk radio. I was listening to a lot of the local ones, and it was the gamut. It was, it's Jerry's fault. He's too old. He shouldn't be the GM. Jerry's always doing this to us. Then it was, it's Micah's fault. He's not loyal to the star. He just money hungry and grubbing, and we should boycott the season. I mean, it was just all over the place down here, man. It was, dust has settled a little bit now, and I think cooler heads are prevailing. But that was a lot of money to ask for whether it was 40,000, what Jerry was trying to give him. Because I mean, if you just look at the course of events that happened with the Cowboys, Dak got his money, CeeDee Lamb got his money, and then it's like I'm third in line here.
But should he? Should he be third in line?
Should he have been third in line? For
Yes.
me, yes. Because if you, and somebody, I forgot who said this, but if you look at top paid players, especially top defensive players, those teams never win Super Bowls. And the first one that jumps to mind is Khalil Mack.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, and when you look at, and what I did was I looked at the how much he's getting paid. He's getting 47 a year. And I said, okay, let's just go back to the 40 a year from the Cowboys. And I asked ChatGPT, give me the best D-line linebacker combination that are not on rookie contracts. And for what you was paying Michael Parsons, you could get both of those guys. So it was too much money. After tying it up in CeeDee Lamb and Dak got the football in his hand every play. Like, that's gonna be said. And he got to throw it to somebody. And here in Dallas, we've always had a number one receiver. And you could just go back, Dez, Mike, Pearson, and CeeDee Lamb's that guy now. I don't think he's number one. That's another conversation. But you got to have a guy to throw it to.
Bullet Bob Hayes.
Yep, Bullet Bob Hayes.
My question is, he just signed that corner. Does that sour a lot of people down there, them signing him instead of Micah? I know the money is totally different, not even in the same stratosphere. But did that rub them the wrong way with him signing him?
Probably, but I don't think it. And then when I really but when you step back and take your emotions out of it, I'm gonna name some names for you: Harvey Martin, Randy White, Charles Haley, DeMarcus Ware, DeMarcus Lawrence. My point is, they've always found an edge rusher.
Yeah.
We can find another one. And that's what watching that documentary showed me. That, and it kind of ties into what Henson is saying about Jerry being the GM. If I'm a GM and I've been the GM for the Cowboys all this time, and I'm looking back and I'm like, somebody gonna step up and become
the next Micah.
And it's gonna be, and guess what? It's gonna be for a lot cheaper than what he asking me for.
It's gonna be a lot cheaper, but it won't be as good. That's all I gotta say on that.
And here's to that point. I did a little more deep diving. He's an edge rusher. He's not that very good against the run. And that's the problem with the Cowboys. They could not stop the run.
Okay.
And
go get that. Look, man, keep that and fix that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not get rid of that in order to fix that. Now we got that problem. All we is just plugging the hole.
But if you
at the cost of $40 million a year.
Fix that.
Yeah, exactly.
With the money a year, man.
The money's in the money.
You know what?
It's in that number one receiver that Rick says isn't a number one receiver. That's where the money at, man. If you talking about getting something cheaper, then I say if he's not a number one receiver, which you have said on numerous occasions, and we just have yet to dive deep into it, get rid of that and give me that at a cheaper cost and fix that run problem that you have. That's how I would see it.
Yeah. And then there's simple. I think there's some optics too. Like it wasn't a good look. You laying on the table during the preseason game, sleep. CeeDee Lamb wears number 80. Yeah,
man, he was knocked
CeeDee
out.
Lamb wear number 88. The number 88 lore of the Cowboy. Like it's a lot of optics to this too, and I think that kind of comes in. The back and forth that they had with the his agent and everything. Like,
I was gonna say with the that's what I heard. A lot of it was about because supposedly they came to an agreement in the back room Jerry Jones and Parsons. And then later on, the agent like, nah, dude, what you doing? You can get more. Y'all didn't hear that side of it?
No,
Yeah.
I heard that, but they broke it all the way down. Jerry was talking to Micah, and he never would say words. He was just So Jerry took that him saying as them agreeing to a deal. That's what they said. But he never like was paying him any attention whatsoever. So that's when Mulugeta called Jerry like, "Hey, what are you talking about? We came to a deal. You didn't do this with me. You don't come to a deal with my client. You come to a deal with me." So they broke all that down. So that was just another ploy to try to make Jerry look good and him look bad at the end of the day.
And then and I think looking at the money, I think Green Bay made out like pretty well because you got all those young players on rookie contracts. They're in the same situation like the Seahawks were at that time with the Legion of Boom and all that. You got all them young players on them small contracts. I got cap space. All right, I'm gonna go out here and purchase a Michael Parsons and try to push us over the top to try to win now.
Right now.
Know? Yeah, right now because resign. It's gonna be,
well, I'll tell you what. We'll see how this all shakes out with those draft picks he got. If those draft picks he got turn into super duper stars or whatever, then this deal was all worth it. But if these draft picks he got don't turn into nothing, then he's gonna look like an idiot. If it ain't a Herschel Walker situation, then it ain't gonna work.
Hence you say that.
Walker, right?
Back to the documentary, it's a little discrepancy about who
made that deal.
Yep, was it Jimmy Johnson or was it Jerry? Like they talked about that. Watch that doc. Like that's what I really like. What's going on now? Watching the doc, it's like, oh, okay. You know, Emmitt Smith had a contract dispute, and that he held out. And since that point, the Cowboys have always had two running backs. So they've never really been in that situation. They've had a marquee guy and another guy who was he's always put money in two running backs after that, after that situation. Not to be caught out like that. Oh, okay, Emmitt didn't sign. And they went, I think, 0-3 or something like that. Yeah. The whole time he was out.
Zeke had him over a barrel. Like, man.
No, they had that Pollard kid or whatever, didn't they?
Yeah, Pollard was there though.
That was towards the end of when Zeke was falling off. But when Zeke was prime Zeke,
it was Zeke. No, it wasn't running back from Arkansas. Who ran with McFadden?
Oh, Felix Jones. Felix Jones.
It was Felix. That was Felix Jones and Marion Barber. They ran in the same backfield together. But you see what I mean? They always had two running backs. After that, two quality running backs.
C said the blind man as he grabs his.
You said they always had. Hey, I see you had two. We gonna get out of here, man. That's not the case because who's they two running backs now? They ain't got Jack at running back, and they struggling at that position.
Who's the one?
And that was the thing. They could. I heard Colin Cowherd said this. He was like, "You couldn't afford the $8 million to go get Henry, and you gonna pay Michael Parsons $40?" Like,
yeah. They had a room. None of y'all feel real quick. None of y'all feel Dallas won the trade because there was a lot of speculation that it was a better long-term solution.
It's too early.
About this. Well, I know he said the draft pick. They was talking about the salary cap, of course, freeing up the money, plugging up.
I don't think there was a loser. I don't think there was a loser. I thought both teams. It was a mutual.
Okay. That's what's up.
I still say wait to see who they draft with them picks, though.
Yeah.
Okay, go Browns is what I hear. Okay, good.
6 and 11.
All right, fellas. Hey, this was fun. Oh man, but we gotta run. So I hear that sound. You know what that means? Good pod. Hey, Coach E.
Yes, narrator's in.
You got a post-game word for the people.
Yes, I do. I'm going to take a little twist on this one here today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around, taking the all eyes on me. Today's word is, I want to bring back up that Bedford situation. And I'm not about to go nowhere that y'all think I'm about to go. Just being 100% honest. It was a glorifying win at the same time, but I did feel sorry for those kids because at the end of the day, that's who's suffering in that whole situation. is the kids. So I wish somebody can go in there and help the kids the way that they need to be helped. And I'm not saying that the guys that are there now is not doing it, but you got confidence in yourself because you were in that situation and you could see yourself fixing it at the beginning. That's where all the frustration and hurt and everything came from me in that situation. But I just hope they get the right person in there to get those kids together, man, because it can go really bad, really fast. So I do hope those kids do well. I wish them well, but Twinsburg Tigers right now. That's where we at with it. Congratulations. First time 2-0 since 2010. We can be 3-0 coming up this week. This is Aurora week. We haven't beat Aurora in 10 years, so we might as well break another barrier and set that record too. 3-0, here we come.
All right, let's go.
Win on me, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
It sounds so sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons and watching, because you should be doing that as well. And thank you, HUD, for coming through one more time with your prediction, 6-11. That's about right. I'm with you with there. Great minds think alike. Rick, same thing. I understand where you coming from too. But we always got Homer Simpson holding it down all by himself. With that being said, see you next week.
Break. Thank you for tuning in to Game for All Seasons with Coach E. Remember to hit the like or subscribe button on Coach E's YouTube channel. To listen on the go, download wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure to follow Coach E on Instagram, X, and TikTok at BigF216. Contact us at www.perfecttimefitness.com for one-on-one or group training sessions. Our theme music provided by Mr. Taboo Timmons on SoundCloud at Mr. Taboo Timmons. Once again, thanks for listening and see you next week.